Namaste, a very good day to all of you. This is Professor Ajeet Jaiswal from Department of Anthropology. Let's start discussing the fifth lecture of a lecture series on Indigenous knowledge system from the earth for the future. Today I will discuss on some of the important specific area of Indigenous knowledge system like practical concept of Indigenous knowledge systems that include traditional ecological knowledge in resource management, agroecological practice in agriculture, traditional medicine and healthcare, cultural education and knowledge transmission, community-based governance and decision-making, cultural revitalization and language preservation, disaster risk reduction and climate adaptation, interdisciplinary collaboration and partnership, along with another very important, and it is important for all of us to know, the characteristics of indigenous knowledge systems. So these are the core content of the present lectures. Along with this, I just want to highlight you that in the last lecture, that is the lecture which is known to be the fourth lecture of the series, in that we discuss about the several important concepts, several important features of indigenous knowledge systems. We also discuss about the theoretical concept of indigenous knowledge systems like decolonization, epistemological pluralism, relational ontology, ethnoscience, ethnobiology, cultural ecology, critical indigenous studies, cosmology and indigenous worldview, and PAR, that is participatory action research. So these are the core content that we discussed in the last class. This is the just continuation of that particular lecture series. So if you have any doubt, any queries, any discussion, any point that need to be modified or discussed related to the last lecture, then you can ask through the comment section. Not only that, अगर आपको लगता है or if you have any doubt or question related to any area of anthropology, then you can ask through comment section. One important point I just want to highlight it over here is that new video related to this lecture series or related to anthropology will come daily at exactly 1 p.m. according to the IST, that is Indian Standard Time. So please keep your notification bell on so that you will get the notification related to the new video concern. Now let's start the today's information or today's lectures related to the practical concept of indigenous knowledge system. The practical concept of indigenous knowledge system, it referred to the tangible application, utilization and integration of indigenous knowledge, that is traditional knowledge, into various concepts of life, including community development, natural resource management, healthcare, education and sustainable livelihood. Remember, these are the core areas for our own existence concerns. So here are some of the important practical dimensions of indigenous knowledge system, like as I told you, the first one, traditional ecological knowledge in resource management. We all know that आज के दिन resource management एक बहुत बड़ा important area of discussion है. So indigenous community apply traditional ecological knowledge to manage natural resources sustainably, including land, water, forest, fisheries and wildlife. Traditional land use practices, conservation technique and customary law inform community-based resource management strategies that prioritize biodiversity conservation, ecological resilience and cultural heritage preservation. Similarly, if you see the next important practice, that is agroecological practice in agriculture. Here, indigenous agricultural practices incorporate agroecological principles like crop diversity, polyculture, soil fertility management and water conservation technique to promote sustainable food production and food sovereignty. We all know that food agriculture is a big issue. आज के दिन ये बहुत बड़ा issue है. Traditional farming method, seed saving practices and agroforestry system enhance resilience to climate variability, pest and diseases, which while preserving indigenous food culture. Similarly, when we try to discuss about traditional medicine and healthcare, another important area, जिसको So the next practical concept of indigenous knowledge system, that is the third one, is called traditional medicine and healthcare. We all know that traditional healing system integrate traditional medicine, herbal remedies and spiritual healing practices to address physical, mental and spiritual health needs within the community. Traditional healers, हम लोग उसको कई नाम से जाने जाते हैं. Often we known as herbalist, medicine man, shamans, वैद्य और so on, बहुत सारे नाम हैं. They diagnose illness, provide treatment and offer holistic care based on indigenous knowledge of medicinal plant, healing rituals and cultural protocols. Next important concept is cultural education and knowledge transmission. So indigenous knowledge systems are transmitted intergenerationally through cultural education program, storytelling, oral traditions and experiential learning within the community. We all know that our great grandparents, what we call it as elders, हमारे दादा नाना नानी, they are known to be the transmitter of informations. We have a series of knowledge holders, जैसे किसी गांव एरिया के पुरोहित जो होते हैं, and community leaders. They play a central role in mentoring, teaching and passing down traditional knowledge, skill and values to younger generation to ensure the continuity and resilience of indigenous culture. Next important concept is the fifth one, that is community-based governance and decision making. So indigenous communities, they practice community-based governance structure that empower local stakeholders to participate in decision making processes related to land, related to resources and cultural heritage. Even the customary law, traditional council and consensus building mechanisms, they promote inclusive, equitable and participatory governance that respect indigenous right, knowledge and self-determination. The next important concept, which is the sixth one, that is called as cultural revitalization and language preservation. So indigenous knowledge systems support cultural revitalization effort, language preservation and reclaiming traditional practices as a part of effort to assert cultural identity, sovereignty and self-determination. Cultural events, ceremonies, language immersion program and cultural center promote pride, resilience and empowerment within the indigenous communities. The next important concept is called as disaster risk reduction and climate adaptation. This is the seventh important concept. So indigenous knowledge systems offer valuable insight and adaptive strategies for coping with environmental changes, natural disaster and climate variability. You must have seen during the case of tsunami, during the case of several important natural disaster, वो समय से पहले उनको ज्ञात हो जाता था, डिजास्टर का इम्पैक्ट उनके ऊपर काफी कम होता था, वो वेल प्रिपेयर्ड होते थे सब चीजों के लिए और इस तरह डेवलप करते थे कि कुछ भी हो जाए, they will be protected, they will be self-sustained. So we can say that traditional ecological knowledge, early warning system, community-based disaster preparedness plan and resilient livelihood strategies enhance community resilience and adaptive capacity in the face of environmental challenges. This is the seventh important concept. Similarly, if you see another important practical applicability or practical concept, that is called as interdisciplinary collaboration and partnership. So indigenous knowledge systems are increasingly recognized and integrated into interdisciplinary collaboration, research partnership and development initiative that promote sustainable development, that promote social justice and cultural diversity. So we can say that the collaborative efforts between indigenous people, scientists, policymakers and practitioners, they facilitate knowledge exchange, they facilitate capacity building and innovative solution to complex socio-environmental issues, which is the need of our. आज के दिन अगर आप किसी भी ऐसे प्रोग्राम या प्रॉब्लम का सॉल्यूशन चाहते हैं, we have to think in this manner. So we may say that at last, by applying indigenous knowledge in practical context, societies can harness the strength of diverse knowledge system. They promote cultural diversity and achieve sustainable development goal while respecting indigenous right, while respecting indigenous knowledge and contribution to global well-being. So these are the important features that explain the practical concept of indigenous knowledge system. Continuing with this, let's start discussing about another very important area that we have to know, we have to aware of this part, that is the characteristics of indigenous knowledge system. The characteristics of indigenous knowledge systems are multifaceted and reflect the unique cultural, social and environmental context of indigenous communities. So the important key characteristics are holistic perspective, oral tradition, context specific, interdisciplinary, sustainability, community ownership, adaptability and resilience, and spiritual and cultural significance. So there is eight important feature that explain the characteristics of indigenous knowledge system. Now let's try to discuss one by one all the 8 points. The first important point is holistic perspective. Means here to say indigenous knowledge system adopt a holistic worldview that acknowledges the interconnectedness of all living beings, natural element, and spiritual dimension. This holistic perspective considered the interdependence of ecological, cultural, social, and spiritual aspect of life. Similarly, the next important characteristic feature is oral tradition. Means orally हम कैसे information को अपने दादा परदादा से अगले जनरेशन में ट्रांसफर है. जैसे मैंने जो important knowledge है वो अपने दादा से सीखा, मेरा पोता जो था वो मुझसे सीखा और फिर वो आगे जनरेशन ट्रांसमिट हुआ. So indigenous knowledge system is primarily transmitted orally from generation to generation through storytelling, through songs, through rituals, and through experiential learning rather than through written text. These oral traditions foster direct interaction between knowledge holders and learners. Knowledge holder कौन है? हमारे दादा परदादा. Learner कौन है? हम या आने वाले generation. So emphasizing the importance of active participation and embodied knowledge. Next important characteristic is context specific. Indigenous knowledge systems are deeply rooted in the local context, adapting to the specific ecological, cultural, and historical condition of each indigenous community's territory. So this context specific ensure that knowledge and practices are relevant and effective within their environment. This is the third important characteristic feature. Next important characteristic feature is interdisciplinary. From the term, it is very clear. Interdisciplinary means we need the knowledge of several disciplines. So indigenous knowledge system integrate diverse field of knowledge including ecology, traditional medicine, agriculture, astronomy, navigation, governance, and cultural practices. So this interdisciplinary approach allows indigenous people to address complex challenges using a comprehensive and interconnected understanding of the world. This is the fourth important feature called interdisciplinary. Now the fifth important characteristic feature is sustainability. Indigenous knowledge systems often prioritize sustainable practices, which is ऐसा practices जो long lasting है, that promote the long term well-being of both human and the environment. So these practices are informed by generation of observation, generation of experimentation, and generation of adaptation to local ecosystem, fostering resilience and ecological stewardship. The sixth important feature is community ownership. Means the ownership is of community. Community ही उसका मालिक होता है. It's not that individual. So indigenous knowledge system is collectively owned and shared within the indigenous community rather than being attributed to individual experts or authority. So we can say that knowledge is considered as a communal resource. पूरे community का वो resource है, पूरे community उसका मालिक होता है. And decision making processes often involve consultation, consensus building, and respect for elder and traditional healers. So this is the sixth characteristic feature. The seventh characteristic feature is adaptability and resilience. Indigenous knowledge systems are adaptive and resilient, evolving over time in response to changing environmental, social, and cultural conditions. This adaptability allows indigenous people to navigate challenges like climate variability, colonialism, and globalization while preserving their cultural heritage and identity. So these are the seven. Now the eighth important characteristic is, which is very important one and highly complex in nature, called as spiritual and cultural significance. Indigenous knowledge system is deeply intertwined with the indigenous spirituality, cultural identity, and traditional belief system. बहुत बार हम लोग कहते हैं कि ये रूढ़िवादी नॉलेज, पुराना नॉलेज ऐसा है वैसा है, but there is some relevance. We may say that cultural practices, rituals, and ceremonies often serve to transmit and reinforce indigenous knowledge. They reinforce indigenous value and worldview, fostering a sense of belongingness and connection to the ancestral tradition. So these are the 8 important characteristic features of indigenous knowledge system. Overall, we may say that these characteristics collectively demonstrate the richness, diversity, and relevance of indigenous knowledge system in addressing several complex contemporary global challenges and promoting sustainable development, cultural preservation, and social justice. So this is all about the important context or concept or characteristics of indigenous knowledge system. So that's all for today's lecture. If you have any doubt, any questions, any queries related to the existing lecture or earlier lecture concern, feel free to ask through comment section. Not only that, if you have any question related to any area of anthropology, then you may ask that also. As I told you that there is one important information for you all is that every day around 1 o'clock as far as the Indian Standard Time, I love to upload a new video related to the continuation of this lecture series concern. So that's all for today. Thank you. Namaste.